and welcome to your Pilates class for a fresh start. So whether you just haven't been as active recently, maybe you're brand new to Pilates, maybe you're just in the need for a little bit of a revamp, okay? So we are going to come onto our mats today to simply realign our bodies, remind ourselves of how strong we can be, and to have a lovely stretch out at the same time. So I invite you to start standing, feet hip distance apart, and I invite you to shake out. You might start to feel silly, doesn't matter. You're at home, that's the beauty of it. Shake the hands, the elbows, the shoulders, the legs, shake your bum, shake everything you've got going. And then take a big breath in. Reach those arms all the way up, lengthen through the spine. We're gonna roll down. We bring the arms forwards, the chin to the chest. Roll ourselves all the way down towards the ground. Allow the body to dangle. Bend those knees as generously as you need to. Let the head, the shoulders fall heavy. Take a big breath in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. And now keep the chin on the chest. Press your feet into the ground. Imagine your spine's like Lego. You're rebuilding it tall and beautifully lifted. When you get to the top, bring your right arm up. Reach down with the left arm. Take a gorgeous side bend here, opening up through that rib cage. Bring the right arm down. Take the left arm up, reaching up and out of those hips. Start to truly arrive here on the mat. Inhale, sweeping both arms up towards the ceiling, lengthen the spine, diving down once again, chin to the chest, arms come down. Let the body roll all the way down here. Lift your tailbone up high, let the body fold low. And then leaving anything here that's holding you back, anything that thinks that you cannot do this can't be done, leave it here on the mat. Keep the chin on the chest, roll yourself up really powerfully, strong, present here. Roll the shoulders down the back. Let the arms relax. Start to pedal into the heels. One heel at a time. We're now getting some movement into the ankles. We're going to wake up through all of our joints here today in this practice. Also going to test our balance, helps our mind get connected. And we start to load into those calves as well, reminding the body of all of that inner strength that you have. If it's available for you, we lift both heels at the same time, coming into a gentle rise up and down, keeping the shoulders soft, keeping the arms relaxed, switching on through the core. So reminding yourself of where those abdominals are, drawing the belly towards the spine. One last time here. And leaving the legs down, picking up one at a time, giving it a shake. Sometimes just a good shake brings a lot of energy into the body. You'll be surprised, okay? Once you are ready, turning to face the length of your mat, take a big breath in once again. Taking that roll down, arms forwards, chin to chest. Allow the body to roll all the way down. Come even deeper into this gorgeous stretch if you can. And then bend those knees as generously as you need to. Make your way down onto all fours when you are ready. So hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. I'm going to ask you to simply arrive here. I want you to think about the length of the spine. So make sure there's no creases in the back of the neck. There is space through the back chain of the body. You're pressing away from the ground with those hands, and the knees are underneath the hips. Take a big breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And then when you are ready, we extend the left hand, keep it on the ground, and extend the right leg at the same time. Invite it back into center, and then changing sides. We slide the right hand to the end of the mat, extend the left toes back, and then realign back. So what we're doing here, opposite arm, opposite leg, but we're trying to keep the hips and the chest square to the ground. Reminding ourselves of the beautiful alignment through the back, the strength through the shoulder, through the tummy, drawing the belly towards the spine, keeping the back looked after here. And creating lovely length from the crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Let's do this one more time each side. A great little sequence for your coordination and for your balance at the same time. One more extension here. And then slowly realign back onto all fours, cat and cow. We drop the belly towards the ground as the eye line looks forwards. Reverse this stretch, taking the chin to the chest, curve the back and round the spine. Doing that one more time, drop the belly to the floor, tilt the pelvis, eye line looks forwards, and then reversing, chin to the chest, press away from the ground, curving the back. Let's come into child's pose. Invite your bottom to your heels. Extend the arms forwards, bring your forehead down towards the ground. Slow, steady breath here, breathing into the upper back, into the lower back. Allowing the body to melt down here into the ground, to feel present and to start to feel a bit more aware of your body here on the mat. And then slowly, in your own time, we lift the bottom, make our way back over onto all fours when you are ready. So ground down through the hands and through the knees, finding that length in the spine. This time we're going to do legs only. We're going to extend the left leg back and then lift that left leg up to hip height. We tap the toes back down onto the floor and then bring that knee in. Changing sides, the right leg extends. We lift the right leg up to hip height. Tap the toes down and slide that knee back in. So we're alternating the legs, but we're keeping both hands grounded for now, making sure the head is in front of the hands so that we are having space between the shoulders and the ears. As you lift the legs, try not to twist through the hips. Try and keep those hips square towards the floor. Lovely lengthened spine here, switching on through the belly and start to feel maybe a little bit of heat, gentle heat through the body. One more time here, last one, sweeping, lifting and making your way back down onto all fours. In your own time, bringing your bottom to your heels, but we're going to bring the hands towards the thighs. Take a bit of a shoulder roll as you roll the shoulders down the back, doing that one more time, inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you drop the shoulders down the back. Nice. Inhale, reach the left arm up towards the ceiling only and take a gentle side bend. So similar to what we did standing, we're starting to make space through the rib cage up and out of the hip and then coming back through center. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling, come up and over into that side bend. Try to keep the chest open to make space through the front body, coming back through to center. Nice. In your own time, creep those hands back forwards. We're now going to ripple ourselves to lay down onto our front. So making your way onto your bellies. One hand on top of the other. Forehead onto the hands and lengthening those legs away. The feet are staying hip distance apart. Leaving the feet on the ground, we inhale as we lift the head off the hands. Press the forearms into the mat as the eye line looks kind of diagonally forwards, but be careful there's no creases too much in the back of the neck. And then control as you bring your head back down to the hands. Once again, we breathe out, press the hands, the forearms into the ground, lifting the chest as much as possible, and then making your way back down onto the mat. So just getting a little bit of strength now into the back chain of the body. So we're working on the upper back, the lower back, all the way down the spine, those big muscles that run either side of the spine. We want to fire those up so we have gorgeous posture and try to prevent ourselves from any injuries through the back. Let's leave the forehead onto the ground, keeping the spine lovely and long. We exhale as we lift one leg straight off the ground. Inhale as we pop it down and change sides, lifting the other. So one leg at a time, alternating here as we lift those legs off the ground. Think about lengthening the legs away from you, trying not to twist the hips again, keeping the hips level and keeping space between the shoulders and the ears. So you start to feel really tall and lengthened through the back of the body. We're not compressing the spine, we're making space. And we're also building some strength through those muscles, reminding yourself that that power is there. You just need to reignite the flame. Last two here. Gently taking your time, thinking about control, precision as we move through this Pilates class today. And then slowly leave both feet on the ground, sliding those hands underneath your shoulders. Take your time as you come back onto all fours. Be careful as you bring those knees back underneath the hips. Taking our cat and cow once again. So dipping the belly down, eye line looks through, and then curving the back, chin to the chest, rounding through the spine. One more time here, drop that belly down, and then curving through the back as you round over and press away. Invite the bottom towards the heels. Enjoy a child's pose once again. Lengthening the arms forwards, allowing the forehead to come down towards the ground. Big, slow breath. And then gently walk the hands towards the knees. This time, instead of sitting back, we're going to bring the heels out, okay? So we're going to come onto our bottoms. Make your way to the end of your mat when you're ready. Feet flat on the ground, knees parallel, placing those hands behind the thighs. Let's ground down through the feet, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lengthen through the spine, chin is away from the chest. Take a moment here, thinking about that posture, lengthening, making space, trying not to put pressure on the joints, and activating through the tummy. Draw the belly towards the spine. Chin comes to the chest as we tuck the tailbone under, curving through the back. And then inhale as you press the chest forwards. Eye line looks through. So curving through the back, drawing the belly towards the spine, starting to switch on those tummy muscles again. And then inhaling, using the hands to assist. Try and think about back squeeze, chest coming forwards, shoulders going away from ears. Taking your time here, lovely little movement through the back of the body. And let's pause at the top, inviting the soles of the feet to come together, the knees to open wide. Slide your hands down towards the feet and gently fold the body over. Try not to force yourself to come forwards here. I want to delicately open up through the hip joints. Start to release any tension across the lower back that you may be carrying, and try to soften through the shoulders at the same time. Slow breath in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth here. And then gently lifting up through the chest. Assist those legs back together, feet flat, knees parallel. Use your hands, making your way all the way down onto the back. Once you get onto the back, slide the heels closer towards your bottom. Allow your head to come onto the ground, and your shoulder blades gently make their way down onto the mat. Let's take a little pelvis tilt here. So we arch the back, make a big space underneath the lower back, and then reverse, press your back into the ground, find an imprint. Let's do that again. So we arch the back, lift up through the base of the spine, curve, big gap underneath the body, and then reverse, press your back into the ground, no space left. One more time, curving up and then pressing that body down. And from here, lift the bottom at the same time, press into a bridge. So pressing both feet into the ground, lifting the hips up. Try to keep the hips level, palms of the hands down. As you roll down, imagine you're lying on a beach and you want every vertebrae, so every bone in your back, to make an imprint into the sand on the way down. It's a way to help us visualize rolling through the spine. Let's come up again. Press your back into the floor, lift the bottom, ground down through the feet. Take the hips as high as they will go, but try to keep them level, no twisting through the hips. Draw the belly to the spine and think about that visualization. Every bone is touching the floor on the way down. The bottom touches the ground last. Let's do this gorgeous bridge roll one more time. And we're reminding ourselves that we have the strength in the back of the legs here, through the back chain of the body. And we're getting some mobility into the spine so that we don't have any aches and pains and tension left into the back. Once your bottom comes down onto the ground, invite the soles of the feet to come together again. Allow those hips to open wide. Have a little fidget and then allow the legs to settle there. Just allow gravity to pull the knees down. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead and take a little stretch through the upper body first. So lengthening through the top half of the body. Try not to flare the ribs, so don't let that back lift up now. Draw the belly towards the spine, keeping those knees open. Interlace the hands come behind the head. We're going to do a few basic crunches here today. Exhale as we lift up, eye line looks towards the end of the mat. Inhale as we lower back down to the ground. So exhaling as we lift. Now feel that openness through the chest, through the hips here with the arm and leg postures, and also start to feel that strength coming back in the abdominals. Drawing the belly towards the back, sliding the ribs down towards the hips, and being careful with the head as you slowly lift those shoulder blades off the ground. Let's do one last time here. Come all the way up. Pause here. Can you stay in that ab hold? Bring the knees together and then lengthen those legs away from you. As you slowly put your head back down onto the floor, extend the arms, taking a full body stretch now. Lengthening through the spine, maybe having a little fidget, maybe making a little bit of a noise here as we do this. And then gently, we're going to roll over onto our left side. So bring yourself over onto your left. Your head is on the left arm. Right hand is in front of you. Make sure you can see your toes when you look down. A little sideline series as we lift the right leg up and then gently pop the right foot back down. So we exhale as we lift. Inhale as we lower. Things I want you to think about is keeping your head on the left hand. We're going to keep the right hand on the ground in front of us today, just while we allow ourselves to arrive back into our Pilates sessions. Keeping the hips one stacked on top of the other, zip up through the core, draw the belly towards the spine, and keep both knees facing forwards here. Let's do one more time, lifting that right leg, lengthening up, and gently popping that right leg down, carefully rolling onto your back once again, coming into that full body stretch. Have a little fidget here, lengthening through the spine, and then carefully rolling onto your left, making sure that the head comes onto your right arm now. Oh, rolling onto your right, sorry, got confused. Left hand is in front of you, making sure both feet are stacked. We then lift the left leg up and gently pop the left leg down. So now we're doing a sideline series on the other side. Try to keep one hip stacked on top of the other. Try not to roll forwards and backwards. We're finding that balance, that stability. And we're also finding that length. So really extend the left leg away from you, allowing the head to be rested on the underneath arm. And using the breath. Remember how important it is to use that breath to help the muscles relax, to lengthen. Exhaling as we come up and inhaling as we come down. Let's do this one more time. Exhaling as you lift. Bringing that leg down. Now you're going to bend both knees. Use your hands to bring yourself up to seated. We come over onto our bottoms when you're ready. I'm going to come to a cross-legged position. If that feels okay for you, feel free to join me. If not, feel free to adapt. Take a big shoulder roll as you inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale as you slide them down the back, no tension through the top half of the body. And once again, we're going to come into that side reach. So the right arm comes up. We come up and over in towards that side bend. So we've done this throughout our class today, just making sure there's space. Bringing that right hand down, the left arm comes up and over, a big lift up and out of those hips, making sure the arm doesn't come in front of the face here. Coming back through to center, hands rested onto the knees. Curving through the back, chin to the chest, round the body as you look down towards the belly. Inhale as you press the chest forwards, squeeze the upper back together, eye line lifts. One more time, curving through the back, rounding through the spine. And then pressing the chest forwards, opening up through the front of the body. Realign to a neutral spine. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Big breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth as you bring the arms down. And that's it. So just take a reminder as you come back into your movement is that you don't have to do anything for a really long period of time. It doesn't always have to be really strenuous or challenging. Sometimes great, sometimes doesn't matter, okay? Just a gentle stretch, but you will feel better for moving your body. So please don't be put off. If you haven't done anything for a while, give yourself time. Step onto the mat, and I promise your body and your mind will thank you for it. I'll see you on the mat again soon.